Hello, today I'm going to show you an awesome unboxing video by me for you. Today, let me introduce you the awesome PlayStation 5. It is a Sony PS5 here. This is a whole video game console developed by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Announced in 2019 as the successor to the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5 was released on November 12th, 2020. And it is a long time so far, but now I got one. Yeah, that's awesome. The PlayStation 5 is a part of the ninth generation of video game consoles, along with the Microsoft Xbox Series X and Series S consoles, which were released in the same month. The base model includes an optical disc drive here, is compatible with Ultra HD Blu-ray discs. The digital edition lacks this drive, allowing it to serve as a low cost model for those who prefer to buy games through digital download. Of course, with that device here, it is possible too to download your games, okay? But here is additional in the box or in the console itself, there is an optical drive. The PlayStation 5's main hardware features include a solid-state drive customized for high-speed data streaming to enable significant improvements in storage performance, an AMD GPU capable of 4K resolution, display at up to 120 frames per second, hardware accelerated ray tracing for realistic lighting and reflections, and the Tempest engines allows for the hardware accelerated 3D audio effects. Other features include the DualSense controller with haptic feedback and backward compatibility with the majority of PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR games. And the design of this console is really awesome. I like it really much because it makes a fresh and nice design here. The PlayStation 5 is powered by a custom system on a chip. It is a SoC system designed in tandem by AMD and Sony. Integrated a custom 7nm AMD Zen 2 CPU with 8 cores running at a variety and a variable frequency capacited at 3.5 GHz. The integrated GPU is also a custom unit based on AMD's RDNA2 graphic architecture. The GPU has 36 compute units running at a variable frequency capped at 2.23 GHz. This making it capable of a peak theoretical performance of 10 teraflops. The GPU means graphic processing unit, supports a hardware accelerated real-time ray tracing, a rendering technique that allows for realistic lighting and reflections. And the console has 16 GB of GDDR6 SD RAM with a peak bandwidth of 448 gigabyte per second and an integrated Bluetooth 5.1 and an 802.11ax system. That means Wi-Fi 6. Both the CPU, the central processing unit, and the GPU, the graphic processing unit, are monitored by a special boost system incorporating AMD's Smart Shift technology that adjusts the frequency of these units based on the curing activities of both to target an ideal constant power drawn and the model SoC performance profile. For example, if the CPU is running at low activity, the boost system may reduce its frequency and increase the frequency of the GPU for higher performance without otherwise affecting power use or cooling. The cooling system includes a double-side cooling fan for air intake that is 120 mm in diameter and 45 mm thick, and a large heatsink with a standard heat pipe design that Sony says it has a shape and airflow which make it possible to achieve the same performance as a vapor chamber. The SoC cooling includes a liquid metal thermal conductor which sits between the SoC and the heatsink. The system contains a 350-watt power supply. Sony developed the PlayStation 5 to consume less energy than the PlayStation 4 for suspended gameplay states. The console has a new audio technology called Tempest Engine. This allowing hundreds of simultaneously sound sources compared to 50 for the PlayStation 4. And we have an internal storage of the PlayStation 5. This is a custom built 825 GB solid state drive. Of course, it's only 667 GB available, which a 12-channel interface, achieving a raw throughput of 5.5 GB per second. This atypical drive size was found to be optimal for the 12-channel pathway rather than a more common 512 GB or 1 TB unit, with a dedicated decompression unit supporting the LIB and the new ODL Kraken data compression protocol from RAD Game Tools. That means the unit has a typical throughput of 8 up to 9 GB per second. Mark Kearney stated that a fast SSD was the top request from game developers, though the goal not only was to have a theoretical raw speed 100 times faster than the PlayStation 4, but to eliminate the input-output I/O bottleneck points, so the performance target could be made effective. To this end, Sony designed a custom chip with multiple coprocessors to work in unison with the flash memory controller to reduce the latency and channel data more effectively around the system. At peak, the custom unit is capable of processing up to 22 GB per second of compressible data. Storage for game is expandable through an NVMe Express, an M.2 port for solid-state storage, and of course in USB hard drives. However, at launch, the NVMe drivers were not supported and the console will not boot if one is installed. The beta system software support for the M.2 port released in July 2021. Now we are able to upgrade with another solid state drive to up to 4 TB of storage. The base version of the PlayStation 5 includes an Ultra HD Blu-ray optical drive compatible with the Ultra HD Blu-ray discs, standard Blu-ray discs, and DVDs. The PlayStation 5 does not support compact discs and will not play 3D Blu-ray content. The choice of Ultra HD Blu-rays as the disc medium means the PlayStation 5 game disc can hold up to 100 GB of data, in contrast to the PlayStation 4 games, which usually came on dual-layer standard Blu-ray discs capable of holding up to 50 GB. An example of this is the title Gran Turismo 7. The PlayStation 4 version comes on 2 discs, where the PlayStation 5 version comes only in 1. That's awesome. The console's form factor was revealed during the June 11 of 2020 presentation. So you can see, it's a long time until we can hold it in our hands. We have 2 long air intake fans run along the front, and a heat exhaust event dominate the rear. The wings are removable to access certain internal components, such as the PCI 4.0 and NVMe SSD storage expansion slot, the power supply, and the optional Blu-ray disc drive. You can remove the covers and take care and maybe maintain these areas. The Blu-ray version has a dimension of 390 by 260 by 104 millimeter. These are 15.4 inches to 10.2 inches to 4.1 inches and 4.1 kilograms. These are 9.9 pounds. And that is a big console, really big. Ay, ay, ay. It's cool. It looks really fresh. You can stand it horizontally and vertically. For this, there is a socle, a base in the box too, and there is a new DualSense controller. It's a wireless controller for the PlayStation 5. This was revealed on April 7, 2020. It is based on the prior DualShock controller, but with modifications influenced by discussions with the game designers and players. The DualSense controller has adaptive triggers with haptic feedback, and this is wonderful. Through voice coil actuators that can change the resistance to the player as necessary, supporting experience such as virtual drawing and an arrow from a bow, for example. The DualSense maintains the same buttons as the DualShock 4. Through the share button was renamed to create with additional means for players to create and share content. A new built-in microphone array was added so players can speak to others using only the controller, and the included controller speaks has been improved. It has two-tone coloring, primarily white with a black facing, with the black piece being easily detachable. The light bar has been moved to the side of the touchpad. It has an USB-C connectivity, a higher rated battery, and an audio jack. As an Easter egg, the texture of the controller unit is covered in miniature versions of the four PlayStation button symbols: cross, circle, square, and triangle. And it is awesome haptic feeling in your hand. That's really cool. It's awesome. Because this is the new PlayStation 5. And it's so easy to get this done, because the only thing is you have to fully load your new controller, of course, with the USB to USB-C cable, and then you can dock this PlayStation 5 using the HDMI cable to your flat screen television, and then power in, and then you can install it easily. It is fast. It makes a wonderful graphics with awesome games, and it's just a PlayStation 5. It's a rare thing. That's the awesome PlayStation 5.
Performer, nice setup with your new PlayStation 5 game console. The first step we are going to do is we are switching on the device, and if we switched on the device, we see on the screen that we have to pair our controller with the PlayStation. We will need, for the first pairing mode, because it's a wireless controller, but for the first use of pairing, we will need a cable. This wire here is included in the box if you purchase this device. It is a USB-C to USB cable, and now we dock the USB-C side on our controller, and on the other side we dock it to our console. We did that, and you can see it will automatically pair each other if we push the PlayStation button on the controller itself. So let's take the controller and push there. Here you can see there's a PlayStation sign. We push there, and now we are in business. Okay, the next step is we can choose our language. How we can perform this? We can use this arrow keys here to go up, down, choose with X, and go up and down with that buttons here, or you can use this stick here on that left side. To choose, we are on, to select and choose, we use the X button. Okay, we can go back with the O button. That means choose or enter is X, O or Pitha button is the back button. Because now everything is paired, we can remove the wire connection, and you can see it will continue using. So let's go. Here we are. We choose English for United Kingdom, for United States, what you like. Continue with that screen reading turned on. No thanks. That means a language or a speech will continuously read all the letters on the screen. Now we are set up the internet connection. We select the Wi-Fi network or connect the LAN cable to our PlayStation 5. We now enter into the Wi-Fi network here, and so we have to enter our password for it. You will become your password from the router itself on the bottom side, the most of it, or you can ask your admin. Now we enter the password to enter into our Wi-Fi network with the PlayStation 5. To enter the password, you can choose your stick here, your controller. You go right and left, or you can down and up as you like. To choose, use the X button. Okay? Then we enter our password and we go to done, or we use the R2 button on the back side. So now password is entered and we go into it. We connect now to the access point. And here we are. Now we adjust the display area. The circle should fill the screen without showing the black borders. If the circles are cut off or we see black borders, we press up and down buttons to adjust the display area. So let's try this. Here is up and down button, and we can make it smaller, as you can see. So here we are. And there are borders. Oh, that's not good here. Now black borders. Now we go up. Okay, this is good. No, so you can adjust it like you have the screen size. So push X to select. Now we adjust the HDR. We adjust our PlayStation 5's HDR. This is the high dynamic range setting to optimize the video quality of our games. We press up and down button to adjust the brightness until the symbol is barely invisible. So okay, let's go. Here, this is dark black now. So now we can see it. That's good here, okay? So push the enter button. Now we do or perform the right thing again, but now with the black area here. So okay, let's go and adjust it. Press X. Oh, now it's a dark version here. Okay, again, here we go. Now, there is an option for power options for the reset mode. We control the amount of the power consumption and the features of our PlayStation 5 that can use while in rest mode. Okay, we have or can choose low power use. That means consumes less power with some features disabled, under 0.5 watt. Doesn't apply updates. They will download and install when the console is on. It doesn't charge our controllers. And this is a big bad thing of the low power use. Because this controller, if you're going to use it all day long, is empty after one day. So maybe it's better to make an optimized experience. Always applies the latest updates. Be sure to save our game, as it could close during the update. We turn on remotely when we connect using the PlayStation app or Remote Play, and it's charged the controllers after entering with the reset mode. The consumer's more power. okay? A little bit more power. Or we can go to custom. We select which feature to enable. The power consumption is various. And here we can see you can choose what you like. Supply power to USB, stay connected to the internet, enable turning on the PlayStation 5 remotely, or download and updates, download system software, install system software updates, download game and app updates, install game and app updates. You can choose. Of course, we have to stay connected with the internet to choose these bottom lines here. I'm going to make an optimized experience, okay? Let's go to OK. Now we have to read a little bit here. If we read all software license agreements, we can go to I agree, confirm. Wow. Now we have to sign in. We need a PlayStation account. This PlayStation account is for free. You do not have to pay for it. To create an account, you have to make some information about your birthday, about your name, about your email address, and you have to confirm that email address, of course. So, if you have already an ID, a PlayStation ID, you can sign in it here by using that letterbox here. So you can now enter your email address and your password. Then we go to continue that. Of course, you can use it with your smartphone and the PlayStation app or the PlayStation app on your smartphone. You can use with that QR code on the right side on the screen. This is easy too. Let's perform this now and go to continue. So now we confirm and sign in. Yeah. So now we should make a two-step verification. Two-step verification is active for this account. If you does not have activate this, you have to activate this. And then you have to enter your smartphone telephone number here, okay? Then an SMS was sent to your smartphone and you have to enter this verification code here. This is really important to perform it with a two-step verification because some others cannot enter into your account because of the two-step verification. It is a really safe thing. So you have to enter and give your mobile number to the PlayStation or to the Sony ID, and then this Sony service will send you a verification code. Now we enter that. If we enter that code, now we have to secure our account. We will stay signed in to PlayStation Network on this PlayStation 5 unless we sign out, okay, from the settings. This is good. For the following are recommended to make our account more secure. We set a passcode that the other people can log in as we. We go to settings, user rank and accounts, login settings, and we set a PlayStation 5 login passcode. But if it is at your home, you will not need that. But it's up to you. We require a password for making purchases. To go to settings, user and accounts, payment and subscriptions, and then we purchase the settings. We can choose how we perform this. I will not make this because it's a home console. We can transfer data now from our PlayStation 4. We quickly finished configuration our PlayStation 5 by bringing over our users, our games, and save data from our PlayStation 4. If we want to do this later, we can transfer just our games and save data from settings and system after it. So if we have a PlayStation 4 and this PlayStation 4 will contain status, we can transfer this to that new PlayStation 5. If you do not have this, we can do this later, or we don't do that. So now, next step here means welcome to the PlayStation 5. Now we enter into the device and we can have fun with it. You can see here we have the operation system in front of us and we can use the arrow keys here to navigate. It's the same like before. Okay, or we can use the stick, confirm as X, and the pizza button is go back. What's now here? PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Store. These will meld together as one service in a few weeks, or maybe it is. This is the subscription service from PlayStation, and this we can use, but for this we have to pay, of course. Or we can buy at the PlayStation store some games or other stuff like videos or media files as well. And here's PlayStation Now, and this is PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus will be one. PlayStation Store is to make purchases. Here's the first game. This is installed on your PlayStation 5. And this is Astro's Playroom. So we can discover the future of play with intergalactical platforming here, Astro. That's a cool game. You can make this to learn how to use your PlayStation and controller. Then we have Media Gallery. If we have screenshots and videos, we can show them here. Share Factory Studio. We build our legacy, personalize and share our greatest gaming moments here. And Remote Play. We use this PlayStation 5 to connect to and control another PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4 if we want. We can also use our personal computer, Mac or Android or iOS device to connect to our PlayStation 5 by this app here. And of course, if we have a game on a disc, we can play this here. To play a game, we have to install it first, okay? Then we can play it. That will make 40 minutes, for example. No? Then we have to copy the data from the Blu-ray to the internal HDD. And game library. If you have a lot of apps and games, we can choose here what we like. To go app, we can switch to media. Media, television and video, for example, Netflix, Disney Plus, Sky, Prime Video, Join, Apple TV as well. Or we have here an app library too for the medias. Then we can go to switch on the right upper side here above. There we can see search and settings. In settings, we have the user's guide and the safety and other information. Here we can see user's guide, health and safety, legal informations, accessibilities to the display and sound, screen readers, controllers, closed captions, and chat transcriptions. Network. Here we can see your connection status, for example. User and account, family and parental controls, and here is the system. On the system, you can get some console information, error history, system feature updates, data transfer, HDMI, language, data and time, remote play, power saving, and web browsers. We have storage information. You can see this is a brand new console. The size is 667.2 gigabyte and the free space is 570.2 gigabyte. Games will get approximately 90 gigabyte and others only 7.5. We can use an USB extended storage if we like, so we have to enter it. Then we can settings on the sound level here, screen and video settings. Then we can accessories, save data and game apps, notifications and captures and broadcast. So this is the settings of your console. Now we can switch to, for example, to Astro's Playroom as well to play something, or we can download a new game on the PlayStation Store, or we use the Blu-ray disc to make a new awesome game thing. To switch off the console, we use our PlayStation button here, and then we can enter into the control center. The control center can give us some activity cards, as you can see, or controls too, and game base. Okay, and it is a hidden feature menu on the bottom side here. We can navigate now to power. And here we can enter the rest mode. This will charge controllers, download updates, and suspend our games. We don't unplug the AC power cord while in rest mode, or we can turn off the PlayStation 5 or restart. These are the basic features of this operation system. And this is an awesome console, and have fun with it. Now we enter the rest mode. Thanks for watching, please subscribe me and give me a positive feedback, and I hope to see you again on my channel. Soon.